up in the beautiful mountains of Colorado. We are 11,200 feet above sea level, so we are way up here. We were actually planning on camping more at the base of the mountain, but all the spots were taken, so we decided to take the 4x4 road up here, and it was rough, but I definitely think it was worth it. We'll talk more about that road later because it was super interesting.
So what's really nice about being at this elevation is that there's not many people here. There are a few downfalls. The one is that the air is super thin, and we've hiked 14ers before, or just one, but you're gonna notice us kind of like breathing in between conversations. We were even talking to our friends earlier, and we were all like, you know, like trying to catch our breath. Another thing is that there's no signal, which is completely fine. We prefer to be out here with no signal, but what's great about no signal is that our Starlink is chef's kiss with the Wi-Fi speeds, and we just got off a call and it was like crystal clear the entire time. But we have a little bit of work to do here, and there are a few hikes in the area. We're hoping to get on one, but it might rain. When we first got here last night, it was raining a lot, so it might rain being that we're up in the mountains. But if it stays clear, a lot of buts there, sorry. If it stays clear, we're gonna try to get out on a hike, or at least enjoy this little lake that we have right here.
But the work views today are 10 out of 10, so beautiful. Down there is actually where that couple was camping. They had their truck there this morning, but they left. Maybe we'll move down there, but I don't know. These views are insane. We're taking a little work break and making some lunch. I've really been loving making a huge thing of chicken salad so that it's just ready for whenever we want it, and then we don't have to use too much power making food multiple times a day. So we're gonna eat some chicken salad on some rice cakes, and we're gonna bring it outside because the views are way too pretty to eat inside.
What's also funny is this spot was so unlevel when we first pulled in. This truck doesn't have like the off-road settings that our F250 had, so I just used the leveling app on my phone. And what's funny is leveling the dually I've never done before, but I just decided to level both tires, so I have 4 blocks under each tire on this side and 1 block under each tire on that side. But check it out. So that's kind of what it looks like. And then the other side has 1. Pretty crazy looking. Got it. A bit of a mess in here, but it keeps our stinky shoes outside, so can't really complain about it. Shove it all back in there. It's all coming back out. We got a decent amount of work done today. It is Monday, so we do our best on Mondays to prioritize getting work done. But now we're out taking the dogs on a little walk, and we're drinking some pre-workout in hopes to do a little workout and then get up this mountain behind us. We've been eyeballing it since we got here, and we saw some people up there earlier. I think we've only seen 2 people get up there, but it looks super steep, and it actually is pretty steep. It's like 980 or something feet of elevation and a little less than 2 miles, which is actually considered hard, especially at this elevation. But regardless of that, the sun's out, it's a beautiful day, the temperatures are immaculate, so we're hoping to get up there.
The road that we're currently walking on also is the road that we drove in on. This is the 4x4 road that I was talking about earlier. That was a little bit sketchy, to say the least. There was, for the most part, the road was not that bad, but there were a couple of parts, like there was this one switchback that was really a really sharp switchback, and then it also just had such a slant to it that it was kind of hard to navigate. And then there was a couple of like little, I don't want to say lakes, but like puddles you had to go through that dipped down kind of far. But I think we'll show you guys that on the way out once we leave here. I don't know if that's going to be this video or the next video, but we'll take you guys along for that because it was a wild ride for sure. And this is kind of just like to show you like how tight the road is. And you know, it's a little rocky, little sandy. This is definitely nowhere near the worst part, but this is the road that we were coming up, and then we're camped over there somewhere. I don't know if you can see, but we just followed this road up around into our campsite over there.
And that definitely doesn't do the road justice. There's one spot down there, or multiple spots, where we are literally as wide as the road, and there's rocks sticking out on the mountainside, so you can only get so close. And the dually tire is practically like on the side of the road where the drop off is, and the drop off is not like 10 feet, like it's probably 500 feet. And then being as heavy as we are, I always wonder, like, is the road just gonna fall out from under us? So there's like a lot of things going in this entire ride, and it's
not to mention this is like the first drive like this we've taken with
with the big camper. So like I know our other truck would do it no problem, just because it's a lot narrower. And this truck is very capable, but we've never tested its limits, and I don't think we've gotten even close to its limits. But that switchback was definitely pretty close.
There's actually this other trail behind me also that's called Mount Baldy, and you can go all the way up to the top of that. That one we've been eyeballing also, but I think it's double the length and double the elevation or something like that. It's definitely a lot harder, so maybe we'll do it depending on how long we end up staying here. But I think we'll start with that one back there because I think that will be hard enough, and I think the views are going to be insane from up there. The weather turned on us real fast. We were working out, having a good workout, getting ready to do that hike, and then all of a sudden the clouds started moving in, and then the thunder, and then the lightning, and then it started pouring, and now it's super windy. So
this actually happened yesterday when we first got to this site, like around 7 p.m. The storm rolled in, the clouds rolled in, the same exact thing around the same time. And let's see what time it is. It is 6:30, so this wasn't by surprise. We were really hoping we can make it up that mountain, but we're gonna have to skip that for today.
Yeah.
And hopefully revisit it either tomorrow or another time, since we're gonna be in the area for a little bit.
Yeah, and now we're just gonna hang out, wait it out. We're a little out of breath because we were running, putting all of our chairs away and all of our stuff.
So cold out there.
It is cold and windy, and yeah, we're safe in here though. I just got done making dinner, so we're gonna eat and then just hang out for the rest of the night. The rain has still been going on and off, the thunder on and off, so I think we're just gonna hang out in here and we'll see you in the morning. We're heading out of our campsite. It's about 2 in the afternoon and we were waiting for the rain to die down. The rain's been coming and going all day, but just down this road, not too far from our campsite, a couple miles, is this lake called Emerald Lake that looks awesome and we want to check it out. But 2 other people that are here that have also a truck camper just said that you can get almost to the lake and then you have to walk the rest of the way. So I'm not sure what this road is gonna look like, but we're gonna head over there and potentially end up camping down in this direction if we can find somewhere to camp.
We just went through a river crossing that was a little bit steep as you came out of it. So I'm actually gonna remove this bottom box just for the rest of this like trail to the lake. Just because I don't know how many more of those we're gonna go through and I don't really wanna scratch this. So this should actually give us a lot more clearance once it's flipped in. So let me take these off and we'll give you an idea of how much clearance we get, because like you see, the width of this is how long these are. But once you take the box off, they actually fold in. So that should help us a lot when we're going through crossings and all that, because the bikes are all the way up here. Yeah, and I'm a lot less worried about the actual extension hitting the ground because it's like a lot more solid of metal, if you get what I'm saying. So let's just get this off, shimmy it out. Now that that's off, I think these fold in pretty easily. We've gained, what is that, 1.5 feet of clearance now. So I'm not so worried about, like I said, the hitch scratching or the hitch extension. I'm more worried about this actual Yakima hitch scratching. So this should help a lot. So underneath the box, it has these rails. So I actually had to like kind of lift it up over this little bump stop. So it's not really gonna shift left and right because it's in there tight. And it's not gonna really shift back and forth. So this should fix a lot of our clearance issues because now we're not really sticking that far out compared to where our camper's at.
Let's get back on the road. Let's keep driving. Let's see what else this road has to offer. I'm a little scared. Guys, what is this road? It does not look that bad on camera, but it is so steep. And being in this big truck, it's super narrow. This is wild. And we're passing snow also, which is also pretty crazy for being in July.
We made it here to Emerald Lake, and we were told by a couple of people when we were over on the other side that when you came over Schofield Pass that there was like this cliff that we were gonna have trouble getting under. But to say the least, the road was a little rough, the road got a little narrow, but there was no little pass thing. So I kind of want to show you guys how big of a mess it is back here now that we've driven off road. I already took a peek, so it could be perfect, it could be a total mess, but come check it out. Believe it or not.
Oh wow.
It's literally perfect.
Other than one thing.
And that was
two things.
And that was in this door right here because we put it in our door.
So a lot of times after going over those roads, because right now we temporarily have this stuff in here, this will come out. These cushions will come all the way off, not just like a little bit, and stuff will be a little more messy. But yeah, for that road, I'm very surprised that it's not worse. Even all of our hanging knives and stuff usually are down towards the end and just a little crazy in here, but honestly, not bad at all. We have made it down to Emerald Lake, and it has still been raining on and off a little bit. Our plan was to do a little bit of paddleboarding. I think we're still going to, but we're gonna wait a little bit and see if the sky clears up. It's all gray and cloudy over here, and behind us it's nice and blue. So maybe with a little time it'll clear up, but let me just show you what we're looking like here. It is very pretty, and we're surrounded by wildflowers.
Just do it. Woo! 3, 2.
So much water down.
Well, we didn't end up paddleboarding, but we did end up going in the water, and it was pretty cold. But now we're gonna make our way back. We're still like
still shivering,
pretty cold. We're gonna get this heat pumping and get it warm in here.
Fun fact about this truck is when we bought it, the heat wasn't working, and now the heat's like kind of finicky. I fixed it.
Oh, it's working.
Oh, it's working.
Remember, it only didn't work for like one time.
No, but then it didn't work when we were driving up here to Colorado, and I was like, oh no. But now it's like, yeah, it's working. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, but now we're gonna go find camp for the night. We were debating just going back to where we were last night, but I think we had a prime spot, so I'm gonna guess that it's probably already taken. There were a couple spots that we passed on our way here, so hopefully they're open, but it is already 8 o'clock. It's getting dark soon, and a lot of the spots might be taken. So we'll just, you know, play it by ear, see what we find, and hopefully not drive around for too long trying to find camp. We made it to camp for the night, and luckily there was an open site only about 10 minutes up the road, so not bad at all. It's super chilly in the mountains, but it is a beautiful campsite, and I think we're gonna make a little fire, hang out around the fire, and just chill for the rest of the night.